Boonboomger and baseball, do they go good together? Of course they do. So let's talk more about it in this video. Tokusatsu. Annyeonghaseyo everyone, Caturteer in the house here, and welcome to the Tokusatsu channel. What about Kamen, Super Sentai, Ultraman, all those stuff here. So honestly, this week's episode was actually really good here. Okay, so first thing first is definitely, I have to say that I was a bit wondering how they're gonna do the story this week, yeah? Because you need to know that every week Boonboomger does story in different interesting ways, yeah. And I was like, okay, baseball, and then the baseball Hashirian appears, yeah. Alright, the Kuruma Junior, they made the Kuruma Ju with the baseball glove. Alright, and then it started, you know, absorbing the motivation out of all the kids, yeah. And then Joe goes up to saying, yeah, hey, I challenge you to baseball, yeah. But defeat you in baseball instead of, like, you know, a normal fight, yeah. And honestly, I felt that really just threw me off guard, yeah. Like, I was not expecting Joe to be the one who starts the baseball game, yeah. I thought it would be like, you know, a case of, hey, the Kurumaju would be like, alright, fight me in baseball, I'll force you into baseball, yeah. You know, I was definitely not expecting that reverse challenge. Do you call it reverse challenge? I don't know, yeah. But it was actually really interesting, yeah. Okay, and honestly, I personally do not you know, I do not know anything about baseball. Alright, so aside that you hit the ball and then something? Yeah, you hit the ball with the stick. I'm so sorry, I really do not know anything about it, yeah. Alright, so when you're like talking about the rules and running around the laps and then they get more points, I really do not know how does that work at all, yeah. So honestly, seeing, you know, the rest of the Hashirians being involved, yeah. Alright, like Itasha, I was like, what? This is something interesting, yeah. Like, normally Itasha is quite detached, yeah. Even Yaro is usually quite detached from, like, you know, most of the action, yeah. So seeing them more involved was just really interesting, yeah. Like, especially in this case of involvement, yeah. One thing that is bugging me though is Cannonball that say like, if you fail, I'm gonna modify all of you, yeah. Okay, and I don't know. That feels like it could be a bit of foreshadowing. I don't know, because maybe next episode we have Itasha getting modified. I don't know. So while I don't understand, like, you know, the rules and all, it was just fun seeing all them doing crazy things, yeah. Alright, yeah, they're just going like boom and running laps, yeah. Okay, it was just a very fun thing to watch. And then they went into, you know, baseball Sentai Boonboomgers. Alright, so I felt that was really interesting. Like, you know, the whole okay, this gave me like sports anime vibes where they're like, alright, we're talking about spirit, we're gonna not give up, we're gonna work as a team, yeah. And then cheerleading gives them superpowers. I mean, you know, cheerlead to give them the best chance at winning. I don't know, it was just so interesting if you ask me, yeah. And personally, I didn't expect a lot of what I'll have expected to see in this episode, yeah. Like, this episode really caught me off guard in the sense that it was just so good. It was just so good. Seriously, it was just that good, yeah. So honestly, yeah, I was very happy with this week's episode. I was like, you know, I bet this week was really one of those episodes where it's like, it's fun, it's entertaining. They did not take themselves too seriously, but in the end, it was still meowsome, yeah. And the last part one, you know, Boonboomger Robo 119 debuts, okay. I found that actually really interesting, yeah. Like, the debut episode was more of like, you know, I felt I think the transformation, the Gatai sequence looks so good. Honestly, the Gatai sequence reminds me more of like super rock Gatai sequences, yeah. Like Gravion or Bravan, that sort of thing, yeah. But you know, looking at how they actually did, like, you know, hitting back the balls by the at the Kuruma Junior, alright, using like the stick on his hand, okay, as like a baseball. It was just interesting. Like, overall, I think this week's episode was it didn't feel like a good debut episode for Boonboomger Robo 119. Okay, yeah, like, I don't see that need for Boonboomger Robo 119 here. Okay, but I do enjoy the fight. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the fight. I enjoy the episode, yeah, but I felt it was just not a strong debut for Boonboomger Robo 119 here. So let me know what your thoughts in the comments below on that, yeah, because I think, yeah. And then again, Boonboomger never does things normally most of the time, yeah. Alright, so next week you're gonna understand more about, Taya's first love, okay, who is a sensei, yeah. And honestly, I think this is gonna be more of a good backstory episode. And just funny, okay, and creative. Like, I mean, Boonboomger has just been so creative all this while, yeah. So let me know what your thoughts in the comments below, yeah. And I will see you on the next one. Yeah, yeah.